I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, she's put me in friend zone 3 times. I've got an email here from a guy who's been using my strategy to get an ex back. And each time he walks away and says, hey, I'm not interested in friendship, he stops all contact, and then a week or so goes by, and then she starts blowing up his phone, wanting to do things. Things will be great for a few weeks, and then she does the same shit. She puts him back in friend zone. And so if he was doing everything right, she should be wanting him back more and more and more and want to get closer and closer together. But the reason it's kind of back and forth like this, without really even going through his email yet, is because there's something that he's doing and saying when he spends time around her. So let's see if we can figure out what it is. So he says, hi, Coach, I'm 52, and I've been seeing a gal the same age for about 5 months. I haven't quite figured out if I'm actually in a relationship, as she hasn't verified it. I will leave that up to her. It's been a hard road. Throughout this time, she seems to like me being in her life, but keeps giving me subtle hints that I should find another girl, as she doesn't have the feelings she did with her past lovers. But when a girl tells you that, make sure you get some other women in your life, because more than likely what's happening is you're spending too much time consumed with her, and you're pushing too hard, too fast, you're too easy, too available. Ideally, in a relationship, a woman should be doing 70 to 80% of the calling, texting, and pursuing. Now, if you're at the point where you're doing most of the calling, texting, and pursuing, then you need to back off, and that's obviously where you're going wrong. Women don't dump you and give you the let's just be friends speech because you're doing things great. What's happening is the reason women put you in friend zone is you're acting too needy, you're acting too nice, you're trying too hard, you're being her butler or her manservant by fixing her car for her or her leaky faucet. And then when you leave, all you get is a peck in the cheek and you never get any pussy, basically. And those are obviously situations that you don't want to fall into either. But the thing is that's important to understand is that there's something you're doing and saying that's causing this girl to continually put you in friend zone. And I've got a close friend of mine that's in a relationship with a girl. He's not really in a relationship with her, but she's put him in friend zone 3 or 4 times over the past year. And then a couple of days or a week or two go by, and then she calls him, she changes her mind, she wants him back. And then his problem is he's become her butler, and he spends way too much time texting her on the phone and not hardly any time with her in person. And for the past several months, they haven't even been having sex. And I'm just thinking, what are you fucking doing? It's like you're giving this girl money, you're solving her fucking personal problems, her financial problems, her divorce problems. I mean, all these fucking problems that she's got going on in her life. And she keeps jerking you around, or she cancels dates. Like they'll have a plan to go away for the weekend, and she'll cancel the last minute. Oh, I gotta get ready for my divorce hearing, or this or that, or some other BS excuse. And he just buys everything she tells him. I'm like, man, you got to pay attention to that. Oh, no. I've been around the block, if you think, because he's older, obviously. Like, yeah, I've seen how you've been, because I've known this particular friend for a long time. Like, I've seen how you've been around the block and all the dysfunctional relationships that you have. But just, it's like sometimes you love somebody, and it's like they're literally steering their race car right into the wall, and you're like, dude, you need to look down the track, not at the wall. No, I'm going to be fine. And sometimes you just got to kind of stand back and let the dude crash and burn and crash right into the wall. And then when they're looking at their wounds, that's when you go, are you ready to listen to me now? And so he says, so when she responded that she doesn't have the same feelings as past lovers, he says, so I'm trying to figure out why she keeps calling me when I try to walk. I've been weak in the past by acting needy and responding wrong. There you go. That's what you're doing wrong. He says, I'm reading your book and trying to apply everything I can not to chase. She called again last night, and we do talk on the phone more than I should. And what did I say earlier? I must be psychic. And although I've made a definite date, she wants to talk. Just be busy. Be busy going to the gym. Be busy taking care of yourself. Be busy with your purpose in life, your business, your goals, your career. Be busy hanging out with your buddies, building your model airplanes, whatever it is that you do as a man that keeps you busy. And when she wants to talk to you, even though you got a date set, just say, baby, I'd love to talk to you, but I'm real jammed up right now. I'll just see you tomorrow night over dinner, and then that way I can give you my undivided attention. And then that way Because what happens is she calls you whenever she wants to talk, just like this friend of mine I was telling you. She does the same shit to him. And he sits there for like an hour or two on the phone, and he never makes a date with her. And I was just say, because we'll be hanging out at lunch or dinner, I was like, make a fucking date with this girl. Stop being her therapist. Just say, oh, why don't we talk about it over dinner? Or why don't we talk about that over a bottle of wine? Go out on a date. Take her on your fucking boat. It's like, stop sitting on the fucking couch all the time having a texting relationship with this girl. It's like, it's like a fucking pen pal or something. It's like you can't cause a woman to fall in love with you when you treat her like a pen pal by texting her all the time. He says, I guess I'm feeling like a girl for it. He says it's hard to draw the line. She said that she does all the phoning and asked why I don't, and I should call. Now, because I'm old, LOL, I can't think it fast enough, and I should have said I'm busy is all, but I caved and said I would call, although I'm thinking better not start. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'll call you more. And just let her complain about that. Ideally, the ratio is 70 to 80% should be done by her. But we're going to keep in mind, the only reason you use the phone is to set a date, a time to get together. If she won't set a time to get together, then just say, hey, great talking with you. I got to run. When you figure your schedule out, give me a call. You reward her with your time in person, not over the phone. And if she treats you properly, in other words, instead of sticking you in friend zone, she wants to see you as her lover, then plan a date with her. When she tries to put you in friend zone, that's like, I'm not into that. I'm not interested. Like, I don't even want to go there. It's like, if you're interested in friendship, you need to just stop calling me altogether. You got to stand up for yourself. That's really important, because when you keep going back on your word, which is, this friend of mine is doing, he'll put his foot down, and then a week or two later, she'll do some kind of end around or some indirect way of getting him to go back on what he said he wasn't going to do a week or two earlier. And it's really weak when you constantly cave to a woman. She won't trust your masculine core, and that's why she'll act wishy-washy and flaky and jerk you around. And that's what I would do if I were you. You gotta back off. You gotta stop calling so much. Look at the ratio. 70 to 80% of it should be done by her. When you're on a date, 70 to 80% of the talking should be done by her, by you simply asking questions and getting her open up and getting to talk about. How come you never call me? I've just been really busy. I've been going to the gym lately. I got a personal trainer. I got a nutritionist. I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm juicing vegetables. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm running 3 nights a week. Whatever it happens to be. I just started a new business on the side. I've been hanging out with my friends. I've been hanging out with my family. I've been hanging out with my kids. Whatever it happens to be. Be busy doing things that are fulfilling to you, that help you accomplish your purpose in life. Then that way you're not going to be sitting around all the time waiting to be at this woman's beck and call. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, just download one of their free e-reader apps for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters, the articles on my website, and my ebook, you can show your appreciation by going to my website right now, and on the Webby toolbar, which will be at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.